everyone, I'm Caroline and welcome to my home on the hillside here in Wales. How lovely of you to pop in. Today I'm having a haul video and I'm going to show you some things I bought for my birthday. We were on a holiday and there was a craft event going on in a charity shop and my husband said, go on, my birthday treat, get what you want in there. Well, I sort of went a bit crazy, so I thought you might like to see what I bought. So let's go through. The first thing I bought was this. Now, I've already got a huge paper cutter and it's just monstrous if you're trying to work with small papers. So this was £1 and it's just a matter of flopping that up and down, cutting it with the cutter, and I think that is going to save me a lot of time and a lot of stress. So for £1, yep, I was happy with that. Then I got these papers. Look at this. Now, I'm not going to spend ages showing you these papers because there are so many of them, but I thought you might like to have a little peek. So if I move those out of the way, and we do them one at a time, and the first one is Once Upon a Twilight. Now, I've got one of these, and it was called Once Upon a Time or something like that, or Once Upon a Fairyland, and they were like 2 sheets with fairies on, and all the rest was just random patterns. So I was a bit disappointed with that one, but this one is For the Love of Stamps by Hanky Dory, ideal for use in all your stamping projects, including inking, glittering, embossing, and so much more. So let's have a look. And straight away you can see a pretty little girl with a cat and a rabbit and a fairy. And it doesn't get any worse than that. It's just beautiful all the way through. Got the moon there. And we got some fairies there. If I jump ahead, you can see there's, on the backs of these pages, it's nice and plain, so you can decorate them yourselves. And on the front, there's Peter Pan. You've got a romantic scene of people in a boat. What else have we got? Oh, that looks like Alice in Wonderland. Some houses with Peter Pan. A fairy on a swing. I think that's one of my favourites. I love that. And we got the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. More Peter Pan, and Rapunzel. Oh, there's one more at the back. Let's have a little look at that one. Oh, isn't that pretty? It's the moon with lots of fairies around the outside. Now, I paid £1.50 for that. I think that's a good price, but I'm not sure. Pretty sure, though. I also got this one. Now, I'm loving gingham and different check patterns at the moment, tartans, and I found this for £2. Again, I'm not sure how much of a bargain it is. I'm sure it's probably less, not more, less than it actually cost originally. But the papers in this are just wonderful. They're single-sided. Now, I don't cope with double-sided papers too often because I usually want to use both sides and it's really frustrating. So this one is better for me because I can take my pick and I'm not ruining the other side of something that's just as pretty. So I'm loving those, and I think they're going to be beautiful for spring decoration, and also some of them would be perfect for Christmas too. Look at that one. So I got that one. And talking of Christmas, Woodland Christmas. Now, this was originally £3 in the works. I had to pay £1.50 for it, but I'm doing a series called Christmas in July, so I need to be getting some Christmas paper in ready. So this seemed perfect. So let's have a look what's in this one. Oops, the cover's a little bit damaged there. So that's the best way to show you. I think this is in focus. It's one of those frustrating double-sided ones. Ah, how is a girl supposed to make up her mind? So we got all these lovely patterns, and I like the wood because you can use something like cardboard or even a ceramic thing, and you can cut out pieces of this paper, glue it on, and it looks like it's wood. Spots, I love spots. More woods, snowflakes, little gingerbread cottages and things. These are quite nice too. Remind me of the sort of Christmas cards that were out when I was a little girl. We always you'd get a box with some pretty ones and some sensible grown-up ones. And you always knew who wasn't really your friend because they'd send you the sensible grown-up one and all their best friends would get the fairies and Santas and things. So that was a way of telling somebody didn't really like you. As a child anyway, maybe not as an adult. And, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, wow. That's in your face, isn't it? And then I'm assuming the rest, that's just a double now, a mirror image. Whoa, that's a fair bit of tartan there. So I got that one. Now I paid 50p for this, which I think is less than it cost, but it's a lot for me for one sheet. But I don't know if you can see. Let's open it up. take it out. This is Fleur Bronze. I didn't say Fleur Blondes then. Can you see that? Look at the texture on that. That is pretty amazing. Now I can either use that as it is, or if I dry brush just the very top with white, I think. You could do it with gold or silver even, but I think I'll probably do something with this at some point, with dry brushing along the top, just to bring out all the texture on that. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and, well, it was sticky, but it's a little bit dead on the ends there. But that's not a problem. I can glue that on anyway. I'll move that over there and show you the next one, which is White Christmas. So this again was the works, £3 down to £1.50, but excellent, ready for my Christmas in July. And that's really lovely light patterns, great for backgrounds, and there are some really nice contrasting colours as well if you wanted to layer up something for a journal or for making your cards. So plenty of choice there. I've also got, now I'd seen this in a few places on eBay and a few shops in eBay, and I really liked it, but it was really expensive. This has got 24 sheets, and it's this. Now look at that. It's very realistic. Lots of wood. I'm not so keen when you get a big picture like this. You're pretty much my most favourite of all time in the history of ever. Oh, that's sweet. But it's already done, if you see what I mean. There's not a lot more you can do to it. I prefer something that's a bit more of a challenge. These are lovely. Use that there. Very similar. Oh, excuse me. I always get a dry throat in my office. I think it must be all the glues and things. Something's not agreeing with me. No, I love this. Isn't that gorgeous? It's watercolour. It originally was a watercolour. And all poppies and poppy heads. That is stunning. And then we go back this way. Right, that's all double. So we get to the middle. There's the middle. And it's all very similar. Well, not all very similar, but a lot of that is very similar, but that's not a problem. I love it. And because I've been particularly looking for this one, I was very happy. I got this one for 25p, which is, let's see if this one opens up, Recollections Signature Special foil paper. Take that out. And this is, it looks like sheet metal, doesn't it? With the engine turning on. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. It's very convincing. It does look very metallic. All right, shut that down there and pop it there. Don't be sticking. Then a 10p a sheet. They had lots of things that I didn't particularly want. It's not that they were ugly or boring, but I didn't like them. So I got these two check ones in green. A cobwebby one. A checkered one, or a gingham, and this is a ginghammy one, or single-sided. This is a lovely, it's a strange effect there. Not quite sure what it is. Almost looks like anaglitter paper that's been painted. And on the back there, it's like this. Does it got a name? Embracing the past, capturing the present, anticipating the future. Ooh, gentle impressions. Ah, linen suiting, that's called. And then, I thought that was cute. And a few more Christmassy ones. So for 10p a sheet, it's great because you can just pick the ones you like. Perfect. And finally, for all you people who are not so keen on paper, you'll be pleased to hear, another one. This is called Rustic Atmosphere. And again, it's got lots of wood. Now, shiplap, unfortunately, is going out of fashion this year. But I love it, so I don't think I'm going to completely drop it just yet. I so enjoy using it. I just think it looks lovely. So you will be seeing a lot more shiplap on my channel. We got lots. I love this one. It just looks like that. Not particle board. I'm not sure what they call this, but big lumps of offcuts of wood shavings. And a nice checkerboard there. So there's mainly a lot of wood in this, and it's perfect for me. It's what I was looking for. So I'm very pleased, and they're halfway, they doubled it up. So that was my papers, but that's not it. We've got a long way to go yet. So next I'm going to show you, rub-ons. Now, I've been looking for these. Oh, there are some wonderful ones I see people from the US using, but I can't get much access in the UK. And some of the ones, they're like A4 size, A5 size, are like over £20. So, you know me and my price point. I don't like spending that much on a rub-on pattern, as pretty as it is. And then I found these for 50p, and I thought, well, I can build on these. I can add to and make my own designs. And I've got some ivy leaves and some strawberries. There was a bit of an accident there, and I tried to repair it, and I ended up with it stuck to my hand for ages. I couldn't get it off, so they're very sticky. This was from Ben Franklin Crafts, $1.99, so it actually came from America. And this one, strawberry borders. I love this one. That is going to be so lovely for some spring craft. I can't wait to get started on that. And even this one for the summer. It could be spring, also summer. Watering can borders. That's very thick on the bottom. I think they must... Oh, yes, there's like a little stick in there for rubbing them. Oh, there we go. This one's a very posh one. The others didn't have them. Oh, yes, the others do. But it's turned around in the pack. So there we go. They even come with their own rubbers to rub on. And we got some teacups with flowers. And some climbing roses. Is that what they call them? Rosebud borders. Some violet borders. Oh, they're stuck together. And rub-on violets. So we've got rub-on violets and violet borders. So 50p a pack. I was very pleased with those. I think looking at the price they are nowadays, because they're really becoming very fashionable, I did very well there. Right, let's have a look at some fabric. Have we got any fabric lovers out there? If so, I've got a real treat for you. I got this piece of fabric here. It's not huge, but it's green and it's check, which is going to be perfect for country style or possibly shabby chic style through the summer. And it cost me 20p. So that is brilliant. So I'm really happy with that. It's a nice quality fabric. They're not all quality fabrics. Some of these ones that you pick up, they'll be quite thin. That is lovely. And out of the packet, I got So Crafty Fat Quarters, £2. And if I show you the patterns, got that one, spotty one, grid type one, stripy one, and I think my son said there's something to do with a gaming system. It's some of the symbols on a hand control. I have no idea. And I got this one, which is out of the pack. So I'll show you this one again. So Crafty, £2, fat quarters. And they're quite ethnic-y looking patterns. Or Aztec, not quite sure. I don't think they put a name on them. Not that I can see. You can see there's some interesting patterns. Oh, there's a piece of paper in here as well. So Crafty Fat Quarters Patchwork Bag. Oh, I've got my own pattern too. We got these. Now, these don't feel as good quality as the other pack. Same make, but they just feel a little bit thinner. So I've got a nice selection there and a pattern. And then I've got these were £2 each too. Now I love these, and I think these are a little bit more on the posh side. So let's open them up, because I tell you what, I move those over there so they don't catch the focus of the camera, and I lay them out. So look at these. They coordinate so beautifully. Isn't that lovely? I just love these. If we open this one out a little bit more, look at that. And I think, even though it's got some nice flowers on, I think it probably is an autumnal one. But I can still use it any time of year, really, and the others are definitely suitable. Well, that's quite autumnal as well, isn't it? But I'm sure I'll come up with a use for those. We've got, on the browns and beiges, we've also got this one. And this has got some roses. And some of that, whatever that is, and a lighter version of that. And I love this one. This one is my absolute favourite out of this pack. Look at that. I just love it. It reminds me a little bit of the pillows we had when I was a little girl. We had ticking ones, and they had feathers. No, they used to stick in your face. So any of the little points of the feathers was sticking out, I'd pull those out of the pillow. By the time I left home, my pillow must have been about this thick. Right, we've got some grey. show you the greys. We got that hydrangea on there. Oh, is that funny pattern again? And there's the funny pattern again in grey. And oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's going to make a really nice design on something. What did they? So there's that pack. And let's get them folded. I'll fold them neatly later. Another pack in cellophane. Fortunately for those who don't like rattling, and for those who do, unfortunately, some of you have said, oh, we love hearing the rattling sound. So I've got this, which is, I think that's the same, only on a different colourway. Let's have a look to this pack here. Yep, because they're similar, and these sort of weird pattern ones, they are similar. And then, oh no, these are different. Slightly different patterns. There's a little bit more fabric to come, but not all fat quarters. There's one more fat quarter, which I love. I mean, these are really in your face. Look at that. I think they're so beautiful. We got this one, which is a paisley print and red. They're not spots. They're like a triangle. It's like a grid shape. And we got yellow spots and another pattern. Some pink paisley print. Some orange paisley print. And some red swirly whirlies. I've got 2 more pieces of fabric here. Now these I had to pick up. I saw the price and I'm 40p. Now let me show you this. This is vintage fabric. And somebody has hemmed the edges by hand there. Probably from when it was cut off the roll. And it says on here, look at this, a T-bow original made in England, Stratford-on-Avon. And oh, I'm not going to be able to show you the whole piece on camera, so I'll move it along. We've got, well, this is very awkward, isn't it? We've got, when I get there, some knights on horseback. So we'll move it along. More knights on horseback. And more knights on horseback. Look at that very dandy outfit. Isn't that lovely? Ooh, very posh. So that, oh, I've got a piece of plastic there that's catching everything. So I think that is lovely. I don't know what I'm going to use it on yet, but I just thought I've got to have that. It's lovely. And I've got his friend here too. Well, it's not his friend, but it's a similar sort of thing because it is Henry VIII design, a T-bow original, made in England, Stratford-upon-Avon. And we'll have to move this along slowly. I think this is him and his wives, Henry VIII. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And then we got Henry. And then we got another 3. And Henry VIII had 6 wives. Just a second, what does this say here? Aha, Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Henry VIII, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard and Catherine Parr. So yes, they are Henry VIII and his 6 wives. All on one piece of fabric, and this cost me 75p. I couldn't leave it there. I love it. It's brilliant. Right, so that's all the fabric. What else did I get? Did I get anything else interesting? We'll go for some trims and ribbons and things. And this was 30p. I love these old vintage fabric trims. This is quite a sturdy one, probably from furniture. But I think it's just so nice. It's the back of it and the front of it. So let's have a look roughly. One. Oh, it's all knotted up. See if we can unknot it. We've got about 1, 2, 3, about 4 yards there of blue for 30p. Smells of mint and bugs. I think somebody who ate a lot of mint and bugs had that in their sewing basket. Also got this, and this is 2 lengths at 90 centimetres, 1 length at 80 centimetres, and it was 50p. Now I think this, let's get it open first. Carry on talking now. I think this will be great for like the bottom of a lampshade or, oh, I can't think, something, any risers you've got, if you've got anything on some sort of plinth or leg, you can put that around the bottom. Oh, look, I could put it around the bottom of my piece of string. You can see that goes very nice with jute twine, doesn't it? Ooh, now that's got me thinking. Bottles, jute twine, this. Oh, I'm definitely going to try something with that. So there, I've got my 2 pieces of that. I've got some wired ribbon, and this was £1. Now, I love using wired ribbon for my bows. Let's see if I can cut this one open. Can we get in? They certainly made sure you couldn't get in to check what was inside and end up having it falling out of the bag. Here we go, we're in. And this has got, oh, there's a substantial amount on each. On a Merry Christmas Christmas card. So they are lovely. If I just open them a little bit, perfect for bows. Look at the loops you're going to get on there. And if I pull this one off as well, just because we can, they actually go together quite nicely. I think that will go nice though with the jute. If I'm making a bow, I think that would look lovely. Right, so I'll fold that up later and get out the bow trim. So I got these, they were 50p, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but they are so Christmas. They just scream Christmas at me, so I got them. And they're metallic, and they're wired. Oh, season's greetings. And there's a whole roll of that. So that, I think that would make some spectacular either bows for Christmas or bow ends. Just the dangly bits down the bottom. Oh yes, definitely. It's only when you start handling these things that you think, oh yes, I know the perfect thing to make with that. Sometimes you look at things and think, I don't know, can't think of much. I was a bit stumped with these when I first saw them, but now I'm like, oh yes. I've got exactly the same thing in gold and another Christmas card. This is much softer than the other one. I don't know if you can tell when I loop it up, but it is going to make something lovely for Christmas. Ooh, it'll go with this red. I make a bow loop with that and a bow loop with that. Look at that. Oh, yes. Anyway, I'm supposed to be getting on with this. I'm getting distracted again. I'm always getting distracted. So we have the last trim, which was 50p. It was in the works for £1. But I just liked it. It was the colour. I'll open it up now. And I think it's supposed to be leather. Look, there's 1.8 metres, but look at that. It's lovely. It's very three-dimensional. It's proper round cord. And I just love it. It's metallic purple. I hope that's showing up on the camera. And that is so spring-like. I think that's gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to getting started with that. I am looking forward to getting started with everything. Now let's go for these fabric flowers. You may have seen me putting these on some of my crafts, on my Easter craft. If you check out my Easter craft and spring craft, you'll see these on the bunny wreath, I think it was. So they were £1.50 in the works, but they're a 2-pack shirt, so they're £3 worth, and I had them for £1. So I've opened the other pack and used some of them, and they're lovely. They're like a paper flower, and they're wired, and they're just in subtle colour changes. They're gradiated from dark to pale, and they look stunning on a project, especially if you've got greens, blacks and whites on them. Absolutely amazing. So I love those. And now, ooh, I'm looking over and thinking, what should I show you? Let's show you the lumpy things. I know, I couldn't think of any other way to describe them, so I'll call them the lumpy things. I got these mini ink blending tools. Now I use the bigger ones, which I've got here. And these are quite useful, but these will be handy if you're going into a tight corner on something, so you can get that right into the corners, and they come with a refill each too, so that is really nice. It'll go for £1. Excellent. Then because I had that, this colour blender was there for 70p, and I thought, no, I don't know. Do I really need it? It's got one spare pad, but 70p, maybe I won't. And then I saw these. The front's fallen off for 70p, and it's a whole box of foam refills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 refills. So 140 for both of those together. I thought that suddenly lifts this from being something with 2 refills to all these So I decided, yes, I'm going to splash out. So I've never tried using one of these square ones, so that'll be interesting. I'm running out of space. Oh, I didn't show you this from the ribbon section. This is a 3 metre roll, 99% polyester, 1% metal, adult craft item only. I suppose they're saying don't stick this in your child's hair for their ponytails or their bunches. Because I'm assuming it's got wire then. Let's find out. It looks pretty stiff and firm for making bows. How do you get in? I don't know if it is wired. No, it's not, but it's certainly not soft. Can you hear it? Very papery. It's not. It's definitely a nylon-y fabric. And that is going to make a stunning bow. Turn it that way. Now, better off like that because you get the nice side out. Look at that for a bow. Isn't that going to be beautiful Christmas time? Oh, I really can't wait to start Christmas in July. I'm so excited about it. But I can't start until July. Put that away. And it's all things to look forward to. I'm just getting so much inspiration looking at these things. Oh, I want to make loads of wreaths and bows and things. That's my big thing at the moment. I'm really into bows, but I'm sure we'll have lots of other types of Christmas things too. Let's turn this camera around. It's a little bit wonky, isn't it? There we go. That's the only thing when you have lines on your cutting board, as you can see, it's still not straight, is it? There we go. It's near enough. Sorry, if it does drive you mad. I keep forgetting to check. Right, I was going to say then, oh, I bought more colour blenders, but I put them over this side now because I'm running out of space. Right, more lumpy things. I got these for, where's the price gone? There's no price on them. They were £1. No, price is gone. Now these, for £1, were amazing. I've been looking, I got some of these. So one of my viewers bought me some, and oh, they're absolutely stunning, and they're so lovely to use. So I'm quite happy to have more, because this one's very hairy, it needs a good wash. And this one with some little tiny flowers and leaves in. There. If I hold that one up, you can see that one too. Now this is lovely. It's a set, if I turn it that way, it's a set of cameos. So I suppose you can either make 2 different types of cameos, or you could make them, stick them together, and you've got a double-sided cameo. No idea why you'd want one, but you could if you wanted. And this is particularly interesting to me. It's letters. So I can now make clay letters to go onto my artwork and onto my craft. And that is going to be great fun. So I'm looking forward to using that one. And finally, I do have this one. It's 3 butterflies. It's a lovely mould to use. But at the end of the day, they were all in the same pack, so I wasn't going to leave it behind. So I've got a lot of silicone there for £1. Right, more lumpy things. Oh, I know what I can show you first. I was showing you all the ink blending things, and I got these Stampin' Up sponge daubers, and they were £1. And you can either daub them like that, or you can stick it on your finger and do that. You could stick one on each finger and then go like that, couldn't you? I don't know why you'd want to, but you could. So I'm not sure how many are in there, but that's not bad. So I was really pleased with that. It'll keep me going in daubers and blending tools for quite a while. Right, and the last of the lumpy things is this. Now, this is a self-cling rubber stamp. And if I turn it over this way, you can see it. 50p, look at that. Isn't that so cute? I can't wait to try this out. I'm going to stamp this on some paper. Yes, I'm going to also try stamping it on some fabric, because I think that will make a lovely addition. If I put it onto some white fabric or cream fabric and then stamp it, put it onto some burlap, and that's going to look stunning. So I can also, I've seen this done, but I don't know how easy it's going to be, is to put it into, roll out a piece of clay, pop it in, cut around it, and you've got like a nice piece to go on to a tin or a bottle. So I'm going to try that. That looks fun. And this, I think, is definitely worthy of that for the spring. So we're nearly there. I was hoping to make this 30 minutes, and we're on 30 minutes in a few seconds' time. And there we go. It's just ticked over to 30 minutes. And I've still got some bits and pieces to go. Oh, more water. Now these I had for 30p, and I'm going to have to open them to show you. These brads, heart-shaped brads, lots and lots of silver brads for 30p. So I know they're a bargain. I was pleased with those. And I got these brads too for 50p. Let's take them out. And I love these. Oop, they don't want to come out. Move that plastic out of the way. Look at that. Aren't they lovely? You can see the backs where the brads are. And they're going to be so lovely to use on projects. I love the roses. I quite like that one as well. I don't know why. I just do. Right. Oh, excuse me. So I've got some gold heart-shaped brads that I won't take out. And I got this for £1. Now, I don't know whether it's a good buy or not, because I haven't looked in it properly. I just looked through the tub, and it seemed to be. So I thought we could have a look together. If I get one of these cards, and we'll empty them out and see what we got. Oh, this was 49p from Hobbycraft for 2 little butterflies. I don't know if you can see those. They're cute, and you know me and my butterflies. I'm going to put those straight in my butterfly drawer, which is there. I always keep my butterflies very close by because I use such a lot. Oh, look, got some pretty little churches and some snowflakes. A couple of those. A couple of smaller snowflakes. We got some. Oh, these are lovely. Look at these trees. Got several trees. And got some. Oh, look at these reindeers. They look much prettier on the right side. Look at those. Oh, I like those. Yep. And what does this say? Rejoice. Rejoice. And some other little small. I hold that one up to show you. If I can hold it a bit fiddly. I hope that's focusing. Some other snowflakes. And these like snowflake buttons. They've got little loops on the back for some reason. Or maybe they are buttons, I'm not sure. But there's a nice assortment of Christmassy bits and pieces there. As you can see, I really am gearing up for Christmas in July. Pop that on there. And we've got some cakes. Now, these are not Christmas cakes. They're just, this one says happy birthday, yep. That's sort of Hickleton's collection. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Look, got all the detail on. Some kiwi fruit on the top, some candles. That was 20p. And this is a heart-shaped gatto with limes and passion fruit, possibly. No, I don't think that is. Is it breadfruit? It's something, anyway. That was 20p. Hand-painted. $2.49 these were originally. There we go. So I had them for £2.29 off. Not bad. And more along the lines of Christmas. 75p. This is not edible. Now, you'd have to have a very strange mind if you thought these were edible. Look at that. Oh, I love them like that. I think they look absolutely beautiful. But what they are is you do that and you can put them in the middle of a flower. So you take that there. And you could put a few on if you wanted to. And give it a really rich interior with lots and lots of them on. I suppose we could make a Christmas tree. This isn't a very good demonstration here, but forget one and then just add shorter bits all the way down. You could make a Christmas tree or a bush. So I haven't decided what exactly I'll be doing with these yet, but I know that I'll come up with something, and I just love them. 75p, that's a lot of berries or stamens from flowers for 75p. So I'm pleased with those. I got some things to put back in the bag when I finished. Now, I don't know if I overpaid these. It says on them £1. I wonder, £2. So I just got £1 off there. So not excessive bargain there. But it's Bow Bunny, eye candy brads, happy holidays, and like candy cane and things like that. So they're very pretty. It doesn't say Noel eye candy brads from 2010 Bow Bunny Press. Oh, there we go. So they're from 2010, 12 years ago. Can you believe the 2010 was 12 years ago? Gosh, how life goes so quickly. And finally, Now, these are a bit odd, I suppose, but I thought I'm sure I can do something with these. And they are 2 wooden dice. Yes, one's a die, 2 are dice. And from Rare Hobby from Kunst. So I take it that's a German name, isn't it? I assume so anyway. So I've got 2 of those, 50p. And I'm not sure how much of a bargain they are, but they tempted me. I haven't seen those anywhere else, so I thought, oh, I'll have those. Very twinkly. So as you can see, I have had a lot of bargains. I went completely bonkers. I spent a fortune. My poor husband then had to carry the bag home for me. He was very generous, and I got all this off him for my birthday. If you've enjoyed this haul, then it would be great if you could subscribe, and you'll get to see more hauls like this. You'll get to see my Christmas in July. You'll get to see what I do with all the haul items that I get. So don't forget, if you do subscribe, if you click the little bell by the side, they'll let you know when I put a new video out. Otherwise, they won't, and then you won't know I've got new videos out. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. That would be great. I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, have fun!